You want me to put that on my tudger?
Harry's wife. Low-grade reality stars. According to an article by Mark Dewell, appearing in Mail Online, Prince Harry and Harry's wife are branded low-grade reality stars who only want to hang out with celebrities. This accusation comes from US broadcaster Tim Dillon. Prince Harry and Harry's wife are low-grade reality stars who only want to hang out with celebrities, a popular American comedian and podcaster has claimed. Tim Dillon said he knew people in Los Angeles who know the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and the couple are just like moths to the flame trying to hang out. This, of course, is demonstrative of Harry's wife's narcissism, where she has no boundary recognition. She believes that she's famous and important and talented, and therefore she should be able to hang out with people that she believes that she belongs to. She thinks that she should be with the cool crowd, with the A-list, etc. She operates with that sense of entitlement, thinking that she should be invited to these events, shows the brass neck of essentially turning up, that she exhibits a lack of accountability for her behaviours in that regard. Dillon, a 38-year-old broadcaster who has 540,000 YouTube subscribers to his series The Tim Dillon Show, also claimed Harry's wife was begging people to hang out. Pity play, attempt to assert control. Mr. Dillon, who has previously criticised the couple, said in a recent episode, "I know people in Los Angeles that know them, and all they want to do is hang out with celebrities." This, of course, is part of the facade management of Harry's wife. It's part of the way that she's a vacuous and empty individual. It also is demonstrative of the way that Harry goes along with it also. Dillon explained, "I was at a celebrity party the other night talking to somebody about this, and they go, 'These people are just, it's constant with them.' She was texting the person I was with there. And no, you can't come. I shouldn't have been there. But the point is, they just won't stop, these two." So Harry's wife is hoovering these celebrities, non-intimate secondary sources, probably non-intimate tertiary sources. But such is her level of desperation. She believes that she's busy mates with these people, and it's, "Hey, let's hang out," and the person receives text thinking, "How the fuck has she got hold of my number? Jesus Christ, why did I ever give my number to her? Oh no, not the Duchess of Beige again. Good Lord, I want to stay in and binge listen to H.G. Tudor's videos rather than have to spend an evening with her crapping on about interior design and how Harry is just so mean to me at times." And probably they're making motions of sticking a gun in their mouths. Dillon added, "They are just like moths to the flame trying to hang out. They're like low-grade reality stars that are trying to attach to anything. I'm literally at the party, and they're showing me texts of this woman begging people to, hang out. She's trying to get places. It's sad. A lot of it isn't working, and they're rolling their eyes to me, and they're going, LOL, and we're all having a good laugh about this because they're just a bunch of goons and no one cares. Ouch." Now, listen, at the end of the day, Dillon continued, I respect the hustle. I get what she's trying to do. I get what they are trying to do. But it didn't work, right? A lot of people at this party were like, "Hey man, we text her back. We tried to be nice. She's the Duchess. But we've had enough. We've had enough of her." This, of course, demonstrates the fact that she's got such an odious personality that either people see her as dull and beige or unpleasant, and they don't want to spend time with her. Many of them also will think that she's a rather grasping individual that believes that she has this entitlement to spend time with them, whereas they're thinking, why would I want to give up my time to spend time with someone like her? But Harry's wife, having no shame, having no boundary recognition, functioning with this rampant sense of entitlement, well, what does she do? She begs and pleads, please can we come and hang out with you? Makes her look pathetic, but she doesn't see it that way because her narcissism won't let her see it in that manner. This is what propels individuals such as Harry's wife and sometimes enables them to get to places. Of course, the other side of it is that it starts to irritate people who then turn their backs. But of course, she can't read the room. She can't pick up on this. Of course, her narcissism recognizes that she's been wounded and causes her to take appropriate action by way of a response. But what it actually ends up doing is it causes her to irritate people all the more because she keeps hoovering. She keeps sending the messages. Can we come and hang out? Where are you? We should spend some time together. And ultimately what happens is that these individuals will either block her or perhaps more politely will respond and say, I'm a bit busy right now. And rather than pick up on it and think, okay, yeah, I don't really know them that well and therefore they don't want to spend any time with me, I'll just let it slide. Her narcissism tells them, no, ask again. See when they can meet up. If they can't meet now, set something up for next week. She's unable, because she lacks the subtlety, to pick up on the fact that someone's politely saying, I don't want to bother with you, and I'm trying to tell you nicely. Ultimately, it leads to people perhaps responding and saying, will you please just fuck off, you boring bitch? Or, more likely, they just end up ignoring her. And she'll keep hoovering until the point at which her narcissism determines this isn't working, and instead, she will then move to hassling somebody else and asserting control over the individual who hasn't responded, indirectly or going to a position of withdrawal. But that will be after undoubtedly multiple attempts at texting somebody and messaging them and getting no response back. The reason being, the wounding that it causes isn't that significant. If she's dealing with tertiary and secondary sources, their position in the fuel matrix is lower down. And because it's the written word that they're not responding to, it isn't a large amount of fuel to begin with. Therefore, when there is a failure to respond, the wounding isn't as large. For the narcissist, you ignoring them in person causes substantial wounding. Lots of people ignoring a narcissist in person causes massive wounding. News of a narcissist being snubbed and sent out internationally causes extensive and substantial wounding. But where one individual fails to respond to a text message from a narcissist, and that individual is a tertiary or secondary source, the wounding that's caused isn't that substantial, which is why some narcissists will keep going in terms of hoovering and hoovering and hoovering. And one can imagine that Harry's wife will do so until eventually her narcissism gets the message, not this person doesn't want to talk with you because you're boring, but gets the message, this person is proving difficult to control by virtue of hoovering, move to a different assertion of control instead. The article continues by explaining that Mr. Dillon made the comments in a recent episode of his show called They Come and Go, but they've only come to light recently. The article then, of course, talks about the lack of popularity that the Sussexes have and how it has plummeted. But this is an excellent example of the way that a narcissist such as Harry's wife, a desperate, a grasping narcissist, one that wants to acquire those character traits of famous people, celebrity individuals for the purposes of asserting control over them, and how those people see, good Lord, why on earth would I want to spend any time at all with this woman? She's dull, she's boring, she isn't interesting at all, I can't stand the way that she behaves. But she keeps trying and trying because her narcissism is so desperate for her to assert control over them, to draw fuel from them, and of course, gain character traits and residual benefits from these celebrity individuals because she's so desperate to be one herself. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.